Alright, so what's up guys? And today with me I have the iPhone SE 3. This is the 2022 edition version 3 of the iPhone SE, and I have it in the midnight color, as you can see. So in this video we'll be taking a look at how this SE is in 2025, and I'll also be telling you my experience of using it with the latest iOS 26 update and how is it performing, how's the battery life, and basically everything that you need to know if you have or are planning to give someone the iPhone SE 3. So let me start off by saying the reason I got this phone was because this is the oldest sort of looking phone that still supports the latest iOS version and will keep supporting it for more years. So the iPhone SE 2, which is the 2022 model, does still support iOS 26, but I think that's going to be its last supported version of iOS. This, on the other hand, because it came out in 2022, this came out with the iPhone 13 Pro Max. It will still support another 2 to 3 years easily of software updates. So it'll be iOS 27, 28 till 29 maybe, or we could also get iOS 30 on the SE3. So this is the old form factor, but it supports the new version of iOS. So it's like a win-win if you're still a fan of the home button, or let's say if you have someone older in your house that you want to gift this phone to and they like the home button. I mean, with all the new features and updates, this thing is a good buy actually. So yeah, let's start with my experience because I've been loving this phone ever since I got it. So I do have the iPhone 17 Pro Max, which is my daily driver, but I also have a secondary SIM inside this phone. And honestly, since I got it, I have been using this phone more than my 17 Pro Max. And I think part of the reason is because I have the exact same setup, same set of apps and everything on this phone, but also the form factor is amazing. While when I text people from this, I can just hold it in one hand and text people without any issues. That's something I can't do with the 17 Pro Max. So the form factor is really good. That's the one reason I am loving this phone. The only downside is battery, but we'll get to it later. But yeah, I got this phone for like $110 from eBay, and it is actually in a very good condition, as you can see. So no scratches on the back. There are minor scratches on the front screen. This is just one big scratch on the front screen, nothing really major, but on the sides, as you can see, it's actually brand new. There's no dents that I could find on the phone, and you can clearly see that it looks and feels brand new. The battery life it came with was, I think, 97%. So it still should be 97. Yep, there we go. The battery life is 97, and even though it's 97, it still doesn't last me that long. But I mean, it is what it is. It is a smaller phone. This is what you pay for, and that is what you get. So no complaints there. But I definitely would recommend carrying a power bank if you are using the SE3 this year, or honestly even going in the future. If you're planning to use this, definitely carry a power bank. You will need it 100%. Okay, so we did talk about the design. I love the home button. It feels really good just to swipe across all the apps, and just to get that nostalgia feel again is really good. So if you are someone who still likes the old design and are a fan of the home button, this is a really good buy, because this is technically the last phone that has home button that supports and will support all the future major updates as well. So this is definitely a good buy if you are a fan of all those things. Okay, so let's quickly move on to the battery, because that's something that people would want to know on like a 3-year-old phone, how good the battery is. Again, with the old small design and smaller battery, and also with iOS 26, because it takes up a lot of power now that you have this liquid glass on your phone. And you can see it is a bit slow, but we'll come on to the performance later. Let's quickly get the battery portion out, battery life is okay. It's not good, it's not bad, but it's okay. I mean, honestly, I am a power user, so I've been using this phone a lot. But if I go to my battery usage, yesterday I did charge it at around 11 p.m. in the night. I did not use it in the night, but the overnight battery drain was 10%. So it came down to 90 from 100% overnight without me using it. So I mean, that's fine. My 17 Pro Max drops like 1% overnight. So I think for a smaller form factor, that is fine. But I've been using it since morning for a very long time. And if you see, it did die on me at like 12 p.m. So I woke up at 8 and I've been using it since. So yeah, it did drop to like 35-40% by 12 p.m. So this is definitely not a full day device. You will have to charge this like twice a day or something if you are a heavy user, or probably like once a day if you are not such a heavy user like me. I usually just put it to charge in the night and it's fine for me. I mean, I have like wireless chargers on my desk, so I can charge it anytime. And yes, this does support wireless charging. No MagSafe, but it does support wireless charging. But if you want MagSafe, I mean, you can buy a case and put it on the back and use it as a MagSafe case with that ring on, and put it on any of the MagSafe chargers if you have. So yeah, battery life is okay, not so good, but again, if you're a light user, I think it should be fine for you. But if you're a heavy user, be ready to charge it like twice a day. No questions there. So yeah, let's quickly move to the performance. And honestly, performance has been great, even though the app opening has been a little slower than what I would prefer. I mean, iOS, it was quick on iOS 18. It is a bit slow on the animations on iOS 26. That's all I could say. As you can see, it does take like a second to open the app and a second to close the app. On the other hand, if you have the new iPhone 17 or like newer devices, it will be pretty quick on those devices. And the other thing is, it does not keep a lot of apps in the memory. As you can see, it usually just refreshes all the app once you open. It does keep like 2 to 3 apps though. If I go back to Instagram, as you can see, it did keep that in memory. But if you just keep your phone away from you for some time, it might just drop that app from the background. So memory management is okay, just like the performance as well. iOS 26 did take a toll on the performance, but personally, if you ask me, I'm good with getting the latest OS update on this phone. And the people who really use this phone or want this phone, I don't think they really care about how fast the phone is, or I don't think they care about the performance if you compare it to the other phones. Now, just because I came from a 17 Pro Max is because I'm feeling this slowness. But if you give this to your grandmom or granddad, I don't think they'll be complaining like how I am complaining in the video. So I think it's good for people who don't have anything to compare with. But if you are someone who's going from a Pro or even a base 13 or 14 to this phone, you will definitely notice the performance drop. Alright, so the next thing to talk about is obviously the camera. Again, it's very slow, but it's fine. I'll pop some comparison photos from the SE and the 17 Pro Max just for you to see how far the camera game has gone since 2022. But again, as I said, if you don't have anything to compare this to, you won't see that problem. And again, if you see, you do have the latest iOS 26 UI on the camera as well, where you have to swipe through all the menus. You just have photo and video on the initial screen. This does have live photos, so if you are a fan of live photos, you do have it on this phone. It can also shoot 4K 30 if you again want to shoot 4K 30 videos. You can also go down to 4K 24, but yeah, you also have slow-mo, you have time lapse and all that stuff that the phones have. You also have portrait. The only thing is, just because it has one camera, you just have 1x in portrait, but you do have all the light portrait things. You have, then at the end you have panorama. So yeah, I mean, you have everything on this phone. It's just that the quality and the feature options are a little less compared to the newer phones, which obviously, I mean, Apple will come with a lot of new features every year, and it could only support the latest iPhone. So compared to that, I mean, this has a lot. The only thing is, again, this does not have the new Siri. It has the old Siri, and it does not even have or support the Apple Intelligence, which again only 15 Pros and above support that. So honestly, it's useless. I have not like used Apple Intelligence like at all, I should say. But yeah, for now it's useless. Maybe in the future they'll come up with some new features for AI on device and stuff like that. But for now, I mean, it doesn't matter if you have the 17 or the SE3. The Apple Intelligence is not something that you should buy a phone for, at least for now. Okay, since we spoke about everything, let me also talk about some of the miscellaneous things. For example, first things first is, this is like a 64 gig device. So if I go to general, iPhone storage, it is a 64 gig device, and I'm already like more than halfway there. The huge portion of it is iOS taking up a lot of space. So if you want to future proof using this phone, I would definitely recommend using or getting the higher storage models, not the 64 gig, because I only have so many apps on this phone and it is already full. So I mean, if you are planning to use this long term, definitely get the higher storage version, because this won't be sufficient at all. The other thing is that the speakers are not really good on this phone. So if I just play something real quick, I'll just play some, I mean, this is going to get me copyright strike, so I won't be playing anything, but trust me when I say that the speakers are not really good. But again, this comes down to that comparison that I was talking about, is if you have something to compare it with, you will find the difference. If you don't, I think the speakers are good enough for what you have on this, and for the price you pay. I mean, if you get it for like $100, it is a steal. Honestly speaking, you get the new OS, you get the new everything for $100. So that's a steal, and I did find it on eBay. So if you guys have luck finding it on eBay, help each other out, send links if you find anything around $100 or $120. That's the max I would spend. $120 is the max I would spend to get the SE3. Other than that, the call quality has been fine. I've been taking FaceTime calls on this. I've been taking audio calls on this. Even FaceTime audio calls, everything has been good. The audio has been good. People could not tell if I was talking on the 17 Pro Max or if I was talking on the iPhone SE3. So it's that good, and trust me, nobody noticed. So yeah, this audio on this is good. Audio output is amazing. Other than that, yeah, I mean, that is pretty much it. And as you can see, every app is still there in the memory. So I mean, it is a good phone. Again, as I said, if you find it for $100 or like $120, it is a good deal. So yeah, I mean, that is pretty much it. If you have any questions regarding this phone, do let me know down in the comments section. I'll be happy to answer those or make a new video in the future if you have a lot of questions. But yeah, thank you for watching. Do give it a thumbs up if you like this video, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. A lot new videos are coming soon on the iPhone SE, even the iPhone 17 Pro Max, and all the cases that I have for that. So a lot of videos are coming soon in the future, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, if you like this video, again, give it a big thumbs up and do subscribe if you haven't already, and I will talk to you guys in the next one.